shot away, score! Daniel Alfredsson ends the game in overtime and sends the Ottawa Senators to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time in franchise history.
Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon and I'm your host. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at SensTalk_ for live 20 updates of the Senators games and of course breaking news. Going into this game, it was a back-to-back versus the Montreal Canadiens. Senators lose this game. They're 4 points out of first place in the division. They win it. They get first place in the division. So big game going into this game. Craig Anderson started again as the same lineup for the Ottawa Senators. Going into the game, 28 seconds in, Thomas Buchanan says, bad decision, Guy Boucher, 1-0 Canadiens on a rebound pass, Craig Anderson. This one assisted by Andrei Markov and Paul Byron, the Senator killer, 1-0 Canadiens. But 4 minutes later, Tom Pyatt off a rebound buries it past Carey Price. Kind of a weird type of goal, but we'll take it. Hoffman for the point, deflected to Tom Pyatt, who put it past Carey Price and in. This one from Jean-Gabriel Pageau, the Habs Slayer, from Mike Hoffman, and Pyatt's 7th of the year, 20th point of the season for a career high in the NHL for Tom Pyatt. With 3.5 minutes to go in the period, Jordy Ben took a shot off Stahlberg's stick past Anderson and in. 2-1 Canadiens. This one assisted by Nathan Bulya and Alexander Radulov. The Canadiens took the lead going to the second period. Into the second period, it remained scoreless, but Carey Price absolutely robbed Kyle Turris of the tying goal and kept it a 2-1 lead for the Canadiens going to the third period. It only took 3:30 into the third period. Paul Byron walked right in after Mark Methot went to hit the man in neutral ice. Let Byron go on the 2-1 as Mark Methot went out of position. Byron put it between the wickets of Craig Anderson for a weak goal. The Canadiens took the 3-1 lead, assisted by Gallagher and Shea Weber, a goal that Anderson should have stopped, and a goal that Mark Methot should have been there to stop as well. So just a horrible breakdown, horrible goal, horrible shot, horrible everything, just a horrible play. It really sums up the game today. The Senators did not come to play. They were flat like Coca-Cola on your table in a glass for an hour, completely flat. 8 seconds later, Byron scored again, waved off though, as Gallagher was offside. But with 5 minutes to go in the game, Bulya from the point scores on the power play from Shaw and Danault. Game over, Canadiens win 4-1. And they're 4 points ahead now in the standings. They have 90 points. They're a 99.99% chance of making the playoffs. Senators have 98.2% chances of making the playoffs, according to SportsClubStats.com. And not only that, the Senators are only 4 points ahead of the Bruins with no games in hand. Their next game is against the Bruins. We'll get into that later, but that's huge. In fact, we might have a new addition for Tuesday game against the Bruins. We'll get into that later. But right now, the shots on goal, 14-13 Canadiens after the first period, 15-6 Canadiens after the second period, 12-8 Senators after the third period for a final tally 37-31 Montreal. Ottawa wasn't in there to play it at all. Montreal played no doubt better hockey. Ottawa played like a bunch of Timbit players. They did not play well at all. There was no good player tonight for the Senators. Henderson made a few saves, obviously. He made some big saves, but that third goal from Paul Byron, even though Mark Methot should not have stepped up like that, Anderson should not have let that. That was a weak goal. Here are the team stats. Face-offs, 56.5% for the Canadiens for 35 wins. Ottawa, 27, 43.5. Power plays, Canadiens went 1 for 3. 0 for 2 are the Senators. Hits for 49, 29. Ottawa, shots 31, 37, 31 Montreal. 3 stars of the game. The third star, Brendan Gallagher. 1 point, 2 penalty minutes, plus 2 rating, 1440 on the ice. He's the third star. Second star from the Canadiens. 1 goal, a plus 2 rating, 17 minutes on the ice, Thomas Buchanan. And the first star, Paul Byron. 1 goal, 1 assist, a plus 2 rating, 17 minutes on the ice. He's the first star. SENS Talk YouTube star of the night is no star. If I had to give a star to somebody, I guess it would be Bobby Ryan. For once, he made himself look into the game. He had some couple of hits, had a couple of chances, a couple of shots. Listen, there was no one good tonight for the Senators, but if I have to give it to somebody, it would be Bobby Ryan, because he was the name that really stood out to me the most. Attendance, obviously, in Montreal was over 21,000 for a sellout. And now let's get into the team. The Senators have now lost 4 in a row. They're 0-2-2 in their last 4. Not good whatsoever. They have a tough stretch coming up Tuesday, 7 p.m. against the Bruins. If they lose that game, they're 2 points now ahead of the Bruins. Need a big win there in regulation, put us back in a good spot. To win that game in regulation, 6-point lead, looking good. We lose that game, 2-point lead, not looking good. Very important game Tuesday. After that, Thursday, against the Pittsburgh Penguins, That is going to be a big game as well. Pittsburgh Penguins are the defending Cup champions, but the Senators have beaten them before. We could play hockey. If we play our system, we can beat them. We need to win that game. We need to beat the Bruins, no doubt. Pittsburgh would be a nice win. If we could beat the Bruins and get a point out of the Pittsburgh Penguins and then beat the Canadiens on Saturday and go 2-0-1, I'd be very happy. If we could go 2-1-0, if we lose to the Pittsburgh Penguins but beat the Bruins and the Canadiens, I'll be happy. As long as we beat the Bruins and the Canadiens and get at least 4 out of 6 points in this 3-game trip against top teams, this would be very good for the Senators. If we need to win at least 2. I'm sorry. We need to beat the Bruins. No doubt we need to beat the Bruins. We have no games at hand. We have a 4-point cushion right now. We lose it. We're down by 2, and things are starting to look a little shaky. We lose to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Well, they're not close to us in the standings, but they're still a team we should beat that would give us a little more of a cushion if Boston ended up losing. Montreal, still looking for the division lead. Saturday, I expect Mike Conlon to start, no doubt. I expect Mike Conlon to start Tuesday against the Bruins, no doubt. That's a big game. Last game against the Canadiens of the season, with 11 games to go for Ottawa this season. They're 6-2-2 in the last 10. They're 0-2-2 in their last 4. The record's now 39-24-8. They lost tonight 4-1 to the Montreal Canadiens. The next game, Boston, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We will have a recap after the video as usual, after the game as usual. But that's a big game. Now, since the division lead looks kind of out of our reach, that's going to be a big game for the Senators to lock down that first round home ice advantage and beat the Bruins. Because I want to win the division, but if we won the division, we would play the Rangers. Bruins are not as good as the Rangers. Obviously, I want to win the division, though, but I'm happy with first place or second place. I don't want to be third place. I don't want the Bruins to have home ice advantage. That's a recipe for disaster. Having home ice advantage gives you the advantage in multiple things. You could clear your bench whenever you want to switch the players off, like on icings and stuff. Home ice advantage gives you the momentum right away in the series, and we need to clinch it. We've been strong all season, and we can't let go in the final push. The current standings are as follows. Montreal is still in first place. We have a game in hand on them. They've played 72 games. Next Saturday is a big game. We have a game in hand still, and we win both the game in hand and Saturday's game. We'd be tied with them if the standings hold as follows. 41 wins, 23 losses, 8 overtime losses for the Canadiens for 90 points. They have a 99.99% chance of clinching the playoffs. Ottawa, 71 games played, 39-24-8, 86 points, 98.2% chance of clinching the playoffs. Boston, 71 games played, 38-27-6, 82 points, 4 points behind Ottawa. Tuesday game is huge. Toronto, 70 games played, 32-23-15, 79 points, hanging in there. Tampa Bay, 71 games played, 34-28 and 9, 77 points. And Florida, 71 games played, 31-29-11, and 73 points. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your support, and thanks for watching the Senators lose 4-1 to the Montreal Canadiens in a pouncing defeat. Thank you all for watching. Please follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_ for live tweeting updates of the games and, of course, breaking news. Please like us on Facebook at SensTalk. Add us to circles on Google Plus at SensTalk. Click the big red button down there to subscribe to us. Like this video, share this video wherever you share cool stuff. Please check out our website, SensTalkCentral.com. We update it every single day and really appreciate it. Check out our Instagram sponsored Sens.Central. They post some cool updates on Instagram, so if you're interested in that, please give them a follow. And once again, thank you all for watching. Appreciate your support. Please share the video. Click right here for this latest Sens Talk YouTube video, and right here to subscribe to us. Thank you all for watching. Senators lose 4-1. Big game Tuesday against the Bruins. I'll see you then. Go Sens, go.